Yeah, he saw me shadow banning.
We good.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
All right. First and foremost, we would like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto
Yahweh
Yahweh, Ba'ashem,
Ba'ashem,
Yahweh
Yahweh
Shah, Ba'ashem,
Ba'akwadash.
Rakakwadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great examples to his younger brothers, and peace and blessings and salutations to the hopeful leg out there pushing his word in truth and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful leg, the believers, the listeners whom have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh Bashim Al Shah. And what we want to get into, all right, this afternoon, okay, is dealing with how it's a time to plant and it's a time to pluck up, okay, a time to root up and see that these things are happening at the same time, okay. And when you go into the scriptures, Yahweh Bashim Al Shah, all right, goes into the different seasons of the times, okay. So what we're seeing right now is a wicked empire ran by the Edomites being rooted up, okay, and the righteous, okay, empire, all right, of the Israelites, or Yahweh Shah, who's going to establish the throne of David in the earth, is being planted, and it begins with His word, and we're going to prove it, okay. And the word comes through who? The prophets, you know. You got it, bro.
This is Jeremiah chapter 1, verse 4.
Mm-hmm.
Then the word of the Lord came unto me, saying,
Mm-hmm.
But before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee.
Yeah, so letting you know that this was what predestinated. You know, it was this was the when the Lord wanted the prophets to come onto the earth, okay, and started to proclaim, all right, the prophecies, you know, that was written down, all right, our forefathers seen to take place. It was this time period, okay. He wanted the prophets to be born in this time for this purpose, man. Go ahead.
Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee.
Yep.
And before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee,
Yep.
and I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations.
Yeah, because the scripture say what a lot of prophets is subject to the prophet. You know, that spirit that's in the prophet is always going to come back to the earth doing the same thing. Okay, so there has to be the men that you see prophesying the truth and sincerity has to be those prophets of old. Go ahead.
Then said I, Lord God, behold, I cannot speak, for I am a child.
Mm-hmm.
But the Lord said unto me, Say not, I am a child, but thou shalt go to all that I shall send thee.
Yeah, because you go Jeremiah was an actual child, but then when you think about a child, what do you think about? Someone that's insignificant. Okay, you gotta think about it. If you're, you know, at war, okay, it's the war is full of adult males, okay, having combat. Okay, if a 3-year-old child comes onto the battlefield, you know, no one would even stop, even consider. You know, that would be a non-factor in the war.
Right.
Okay, if you're building a building, okay, doing construction, you know, you have men that work building a building, doing construction. If a 2-year-old, okay, is on the construction site, well, he's insignificant. Okay, he has, you know, he's not even considered in what's being done. So the Lord compares the prophets unto like children, the insignificant of this society. Okay, that's whom He has raised up. Okay, like I said, Jeremiah was an actual child, but when you go to get Matthew 11:25 to show that in the spirit, okay, is speaking to us now, okay, because this world looks at us as insignificant. Go ahead.
This is Matthew 11 and 25.
Yep.
At that time, Yahweh answered and said, I thank thee, O Father, Lord of heaven and earth, because thou hast hid these things from the wise and prudent,
Yep.
and hast revealed them unto babes.
And have revealed them unto babes. Now, were the disciples babes? You know, were they
Right.
infants? You know, no, they were adult men. But in society, all right, they was looked at as babes, insignificant compared to those that had higher status. Compared to T.D. Jakes, were insignificant. Okay, these different politicians and these rich men. Okay, we're insignificant, but the Lord chose to give particular wisdom to those to His men whom the world looks as insignificant, man. All right, and it's to do a mighty work. And you go back in Jeremiah, it's gonna go into it. Those insignificant men, through the Spirit, are doing a mighty work in the earth, man. Go ahead.
That's why Yahweh Shah
You
said
got
the
it, bro.
first should be last and the
Yeah,
last should be
be first.
first.
Yep, yep.
Because we last in this society, like he said, we insignificant. We come out and teach the right doctrines, the right understanding of the Bible, and no one regard it. But anything that come out of these, the higher level pastors and even your lower level pastors, everybody give attention as if they the man of the Lord.
These colleges,
Right.
you know.
It says, before I formed thee in the Jeremiah 1:5, before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee.
Mm-hmm.
Also, like in verse 6. Then said I, Lord God, behold, I cannot speak, for I am a child. But the Lord said unto me, say not, I am a child, for thou shalt go to all that I shall send thee,
Yep.
and whatsoever I command thee, thou shalt speak.
Yep. And then say not I'm a child. Because really, as we mature within our lots, we gotta take ownership of these lots, man. Hey, there's a great chance we are those men, you know? So we pretty much take ownership. He was telling Jeremiah, look, don't say you're a child, okay? Don't consider yourself not significant. I need you to do a major task for me, man. And see, our confidence comes from you, how about Shema Shai, not from us, man. Because, matter of fact, get Jeremiah 9 and 23. And then we'll go back to Jeremiah first chapter. Like I say, because our confidence comes not from us, man, because it comes from our power, man. You see?
This is Jeremiah chapter 9, verse 23. Thus saith the Lord,
Yep.
let not the wise man glory in his wisdom,
Mm-hmm.
neither let the mighty man glory in his might.
Mm-hmm.
Let not the rich man glory in his riches,
Mm-hmm.
but let him that glorify glory in this, that he understand and knoweth me.
That he understandeth and knoweth me. That's where our confidence comes from. That's where the boldness comes from. Okay, it's not of us. So he told Jeremiah, look, say not that I'm a child. Don't look at yourself in from such a small view. We're not proud, but Most High wants us to be confident in what we're doing, man. Okay, and to speak this word with authority. Okay, as Yahweh Shah spoke with authority, man. Okay, not proud and having the platform to big ourselves up and have the capes and all the armbands on, and no, it's just speaking this word boldly, man. Cause you can be humble but still be confident and firm, man. You had something to say?
No.
Okay.
It says that I am the but let him that glorify glory in this, that he understand and know of me,
Yep.
that I am the Lord which exercise of loving kindness, judgment, and righteousness in the earth.
And that's what we push. Go ahead.
For in these things I delight, saith the Lord.
Yeah, the Lord delight, okay, in righteous judgment going forth. And this is what we're here to proclaim, as the prophets, man. Okay? Because righteous judgment, you have good news for some, the elect being delivered, then you have the destruction, all right, for the masses, man. Okay? But it's all the righteous judgment of the Lord. Go ahead.
This is back at Jeremiah chapter 1, verse 8.
Yep.
Be not afraid of their faces, for I am with thee to deliver thee, saith the Lord.
Yep.
Then the Lord put forth his hand and touched my mouth. And the Lord said unto me, behold, I have put my words in thy mouth. See, I have this day set thee over the nations and over the kingdoms.
Oh, wait a minute. So now he's giving Jeremiah authority in the spirit, okay, over the nations and over kingdoms. Because pretty much the prophets are overseeing the affairs of the earth through this word. We're pretty much given the decrees from the Most High of what each nation role is, man. That's why you see Russia roused up. Iran is heavy in league with Russia. Turkey is in league with them. Okay? Why is these things happening, man? Egyptian against Egyptian, speaking over here in America. Well, we're overseeing, okay, the affairs of the earth. Why? Through the authority of this word. That's why he told Jeremiah, I have set thee over these nations, man. Okay? Go ahead.
See, I have set thee. I have this day set thee over the nations and over the kingdoms,
Yep.
to root out and to pull down and to destroy and to throw down, and to build and to plant.
And to build and to plant, to pull down, to throw down, to build and to plant. So let's deal with that. Well, the planting, okay, comes from what? This word. Okay? Let's get that soul boy the parable, that parable of the soul. Let's get Mark chapter 4. Okay? I believe it started at 1.
Let's start 3. You want me to start at 1?
Yeah, you can start at 3. Yep.
All right, it's Mark chapter 4, verse 3. Hearken, behold, there went out a sower to sow, and it came to pass, as he sowed, some fell by the wayside. Fowls of the air came and devoured it up.
Yep.
And some fell on stony ground, where it had not much earth, and immediately it sprang up, because it had depth of earth.
Mm-hmm.
But when the sun was up, it was scorched, and because it had no root, it withered away. And some fell among thorns, and the thorns grew up and choked it, and yielded no fruit. And other fell on good ground, and did yield fruit that sprang up and increased, and brought forth some 30, and some 60, and some 100. And he said unto them, He that have ears to hear, let him hear.
Now jump down 13, and he's going to break down the parable of the sower, because we're sowing in the spirit, okay, and his word is the seed, and it's gonna break it down. Go ahead.
Verse 13, and he said unto them, Know ye not this parable? And how then will ye know all parables?
Okay.
The sower soweth the word.
The sower soweth the word. Remember, it's the time to plant. So this word is like a farmer, okay, that's planting seed, okay, and this word going out is planting seeds in the spirit of the elect, and what is sprouting up is a righteous nation of people. You see, through this word going out now, right now, what we're doing is called a live broadcast. Now, let's get the definition for the word broadcast. You know, I got this from the brothers out in Birmingham, GMS Birmingham. Now, you go into broadcast in Google, it says scatter seeds by hand or machine rather than placing in drills or rolls. So when you broadcast, that means you're just shooting fields out. You're shooting seeds out into the field, and the field is the earth. And this is what these live streams are doing. Okay, it's shooting, all right, seeds of this word out into the earth, and you got the elect who's it's going to take hold to, and the rest are going to fall by the wayside. He's going to go into it. So we're planting. It's time to plant. That's why this word is going out, because we're in the time of planting, as he told Jeremiah, to plant and to build. And build goes into what? Edification. You know, you got it, bro.
It's Mark 4 and 14. The sower soweth the word, and these are they by the wayside where the word is sown.
Mm-hmm.
But when they have heard, Satan cometh immediately and taketh away the word that was sown in their hearts.
Go ahead.
And these are they likewise which are sown on stony ground, who, when they heard the word, immediately received it with gladness.
Yep.
And have no root in themselves, and so endure but for a time. Afterward, when affliction or persecution arises for the word's sake,
Yep.
immediately they are offended.
Yeah, so you have all these, different men that hear this word, because see, it's a broadcast. So not only the elect is hearing this word, you have those that hear the word and agree, but then when they try to apply it and they feel their persecution, they let it go. Or you have those that they hear it, but then they'll go hear some other doctrine, and then they'll cast the word off. It says Satan come and take it away immediately. You'll hear the word and you agree, okay, but then you'll watch the next, a documentary after the video where Esau going to the Nephilim and planet Zubaru, and now you intrigued by that.
Millions and millions of years
ago.
ago.
Yeah. Saber-tooth tiger. Okay. You got it, bro.
And these are they which are sown among thorns, such as hear the word, and the cares of this world, and the deceitfulness of riches, and the lust of other things, entering in, choke the word, and they become unfruitful.
Yeah, Jake hear this word, but Jake look at this word as a hindrance, and he is losing on this side. Okay, as his word is hindering him from winning on this side, so Jacob just let it go. Go ahead.
And these are they which are sown on good ground, such as hear the word and receive it, and bring forth fruit Psalm 30-fold, and Psalm 60, and Psalm 100.
Yep, some 34, some 60, some 100. So that's the fruit that landed on good ground. Because hey, each brother you see with a channel, it began with a seed of this word being planted in them. Okay, then that brother sprung up, and then he started having fruit. You know, because you can start a whole orchid off one apple.
Right.
You know, one orange you can start a whole orchid. Okay, one seed you can get a whole, one orange seed you can create a whole orchid of oranges, man, orange trees, man. And that's what you're seeing happen in the spirit with the elect. Yes,
Yeah, I had a precept. It's
you got it.
1 Corinthians
Yeah,
3
that's the spirit. Yep.
and 6. You had this one?
Yeah, that's the next one I'm gonna get, brother. How you know? You got it, brother.
It says, I have planted, this is Paul speaking, I have planted, Apollos water.
Where you at?
Verse 3. Let me start.
Start at 4. Yep.
This 1 Corinthians 3 and 4.
Yep.
For while one saith, I am of Paul, another, I am of Apollos, are ye not carnal?
Yep.
Who then Paul, and who's Apollos, but ministers by whom ye believe?
Yep.
As the Lord gave to every man.
Yep.
I have planted, Apollos water, but the Most High gave them.
Yeah, I have planted, Apollo's water, but the Most High gave the increase. Cause hey, you might watch one of my videos and it plants a seed in you, but then you start going to watch this brother videos and you taking a liking to his teaching, So I planted a seed. Now you're continually watching this brother video, so now he's watering you. But it's the Most High ultimately that gives the increase. See, we're just here to do our service, all right, to our King, which we're commanded to do this. So as the seeds are being planted, then you have, men that are watering, men that are planting, however it go. Because whatever you hear this word from first, that's someone planting the seed in you. Then when that seed is planted, you start watching, and then you start taking a liking to particular brothers, and now you're being watered. Now you're growing into something. Right. Okay, but it's all through the Most High. So this the time we in for the elect. All right, it's being planted, and the elect is springing up.
Okay. You want to keep going?
Yeah, you keep going.
Verse 7. So then neither is he that planteth anything, neither he that watereth, but the Most High that giveth the increase.
Yep.
Now he that planteth and he that watereth are one, and every man shall receive his own reward according to his own labor.
Yep. So each brother, is responsible for their own labor, because as brothers are planting, okay, there's men that have to be watering, because if your brothers are planting, but then no one's coming and watering behind those seeds that are planted, then those seeds are planted for nothing. So every brother has their own labor, okay, within the ministry, man. Okay. You had something else?
Couldn't I had another precept?
Yep, get that.
It said, this is Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 1. To everything is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. Right? Going back to what the brother in Jeremiah chapter 1, when the Lord came to Jeremiah, because it was time for him to rise up as a prophet in his lot, to go and root up, to build down, to destroy, and to plant, and to pluck up. It said, and just like in our time, it's time for this kingdom to be plucked up, but simultaneously the kingdom of heaven is being built. And it starts with this word, because like Yahweh said, the kingdom of heaven is within you. So it's starting with this word. Our people getting this word. It's
the broadcast.
Right, come.
Go ahead.
Verse 2, a time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted.
Yep, and it's time to pluck up this wicked empire. Okay, and his word is rooting this empire out. Esau is being rooted out through this word. That's why he's scrambling. That's why he has to address this, all the things that are going on in the earth, and he's taking his time out to address this. Okay, why is this, man? Because this is rooting up his kingdom. Right. Okay, he doesn't have root in the earth like he once had, man. Okay, and that's another thing with this NWO. This is him trying to get back a strong grip in the earth. That's why he wants more control. Okay, because this word is out of his control. Okay, and it's tearing his empire down. It's plucking them up. You got it, bro.
Going back to what you said about roots, because when they showed a little diagram of the roots of trees, it's spread everywhere. It's the range of it is large, but like you said, he's not as rooted no more. His kingdom is being uprooted. So now that it's like the influence of his kingdom is being uprooted out of the earth.
Mm-hmm.
It's being uprooted, especially on the minds of the Israelites, because they're waking up. That great multitude is being woken up. So that's influence that he's losing over the Israelites. But simultaneously, this word is increasing. This word, the Israelites, the elect, are waking up. So that being and they're increasing, like the brother was going into, it's broadcasting, so it's going everywhere.
Yeah, now we're starting to spread right now. You let's get this rock 10 and 14, and then we end it here. Lord will, we'll probably do a part 2 to it. Lord will, this weekend, man.
This is Sirach chapter 10, verse 14.
Yep.
The Lord have cast down the thrones of proud princes and set up the meek in their stead.
Yeah, the Lord have cast down the throne of proud princes, Esau, Edom, and set up the meek in their stead. So one is being plucked up and one is being planted. Go ahead.
The Lord have plucked up the roots of the proud nations.
Oh, the Lord have plucked up the roots. Because, see, we dealing with the root source of the problem, okay, of the earth. It's Esau, Edom. And of Esau, who do you have? Amalek. We're dealing with the root source of wickedness in the earth. We're not beating what the phrase in the word. We're not beating around the bush.
Right.
You see, we not focused on just the music industry. Okay, now who runs the music industry? Okay, we're not focused on Hollywood. Who runs Hollywood? Okay, the drugs that are allowed to come in and out. Who's allowing this? See, we dealing with the root cause of the problems in the earth, man. Okay, you Edomites enough Esau is you Amalekites, man. Okay, go ahead.
The Lord have plucked up the roots of the proud nations and planted the lowly in their place.
And that's what's happening, man. Okay, this empire is being plucked up, and another empire. And this nothing. All it is was more marketing for this word, man. Okay, because wickedness has done all the marketing it's gonna do. Now it's time for righteousness to be established, man. Yeah, something else.
No, I was just gonna say, like I said, it plucked up the roots of the proud nations. So all nations, all kingdoms that fell, they lost their influence over the earth before they completely wiped out. And that's what America's doing. It's because many people coming into the truth now. They knowing, like, for example, Yahweh Shah not a so-called white man. That's Esau losing that that's him being plucked up. He losing that influence.
That grip.
Right.
That's why he want to put something in you. He want to get that grip back.
Right.
Hey,
that's all
double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great examples to his younger brothers, and peace and blessings salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom.
Shalom.